next to me.
Shabbat Sholom.
Hello, how are you?
Testing.
Yes, it is.
I turned it off. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Get Shabbos. Shabbos to everybody. Everybody shulzansen a gesinnt and zu leben. We say a guten Shabbos to our friends in Lithuania. So we're going, before we actually begin Shabbat services, we're going to, everybody please rise, and we're going to have the ignition of the Shabbat candles. Amen. Amen. Yishar kochech. Thank you very much, Ronnie. Beautifully done.
Mic higher. Put the mic closer to your mouth.
Closer, even
Like that.
closer?
Yeah, like that.
All right. So let's begin Shabbat services with Yedid Nefesh on page 8.
Yedid nefesh avarach aman mishoch avdach el ritzonach yarutz avdach kemo ayal yishtachaveh Moel arach ki erav lo yedidu tach mino fetzuv v'chol tam hadur na'eh ziv ha'olam nafshi cholat afatach ana ilna refana la be'arut la no aivach astichazek v'tidrapeh v'hayatalach shivchat olam yadai-da-da-da-da-da-dai yadai-da-da-da-da-dai yadai-da-da-da-da-dai yadai-da-da-da-da-dai.
Page 9, Lechu Neranana.
Lechu neranina, lechu neranina, lechu neranina, ladonai. Lechu neranina, lechu neranina, lechu neranina, ladonai. Naria, naria, litzuri shenu nikadma, vana bitoda. Naria, naria, litzuri shenu, bismirot naria lo. Lechu neranina, lechu neranina, lechu neranina, ladonai. Lechu neranina, lechu neranina, lechu neranina, ladonai.
Page 10, Arbaim Shana.
Arba'im shana akut bedor va'omar am toev levav heim nishbati ve'abi im yavon el menuchati.
Page 12, Shirul Adonai.
Shirul Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shirul Adonai, Kol Haaretz, Shirul Adonai, Baruchu Shemo, Basru miyom liyom, Yeshuato, Sapru v'goyim, Kivodo, B'chol ha'amim, Nifleotav, Ki gadol Adonai, lulo me'od, norahu, al kol Elohim, yadai, 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 yadai,
Let's turn to page 13 and let's read together in the English the second paragraph from the top of the page, and then the Chazan will sing Yismachu Hashemayim. Let the heavens be glad and the earth rejoice. Let the sea and its fullness roar. Let the meadows and all that grows in them exalt. For even the trees of the forest shall sing praise before Adonai, who comes to judge the earth, judging lands with righteousness and peoples with divine truth.
Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umeloa, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, Yiram hayam, umeloa.
We turn over to page 19 and we sing Zamrul Adonai B'chinur.
Zamrul Adonai b'chinor, b'chinor v'chol zimra, v'chatzotrot v'kol shofar, haril lifnei hamelech Adonai. Yiram hayam umlo, tevel v'yoshveva, neharot yechamechav, yachad harim yiranenu, lifnei Adonai kiva, lishpat haaretz, yishpat tevel b'tzadek, ve'amim b'mei sharim. Yiram hayam umlo, tevel v'yoshveva, neharot yechamechav, yachad harim yiranenu.
We turn to page 22 for Ramamu, third lines from the bottom of the page.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, v'ishtachavu lahar kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vishtachavu Lehar Kodsho. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vishtachavu Lehar Kodsho.
We turn over to page 24 for Mizmor LeDavid.
Mizmor LeDavid, Havul Adonai b'nei Elim, Havul Adonai, Kavod va'oz, yadai, Havul Adonai, Kevod Shemo Hishtachavul Adonai, Behadra Kodesh, Kol Adonai, Al Hamayim, El HaKavod Hirim, Adonai, Amayim Rabim, Kol Adonai, Bakoa, Dai, Kol Adonai, Behadar, Kol Adonai, Shaver Razim, Vayishaber Adonai, Etarzei Halvanon, Vayarkideh, Kemo Egel, Levanon, Vesirion, Kemo Ven Re'emim, Yadai, Kol Adonai, Chotzev Labodesh, Kol Adonai, Yachil Midbar, Yachil Adonai, Midbar Kadesh, Kol Adonai, Yachol Elayalot, Vayechesov, Ye'arot, Uvehechalo, Kulo Omer Kavod, Yadai, Adonai, Lama Buyashav, Vayeshev Adonai, Melech Leolam, Adonai Oz, Le'amoyitain, Adonai Yavarech Edamo Vashalom, Yadai,
We greet the Shabbat bride, the Sabbath bride, with the singing of Lecha Dodi on page 26. We'll do the first three stanzas on page 26 and the last stanza on page 28, at which time we will rise and face the entrance to the shul.
Lecha Dodi, Likra Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likra Kala, Penei Shabbat, Nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibarecha, Ishmianu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad. Ushemo echad, l'shem ultiferet, ve'litila. Lecha Dodi, likra kala, penei Shabbat, nekabela. Likrat Shabbat, lechuv neilcha, ki mikor ha'beracha, merosh mikedem nesucha, sof ma'aseh, b'makshavat chila. Lecha dodi likra kala Penei Shabbat nekabela Mikdash melech ir melucha Kumitei mitocha hafecha ravla Shevet b'yemei habacha V'hu yachamol alaychem la Lecha dodi likra kala Penei Shabbat nekabela
We rise.
Boi v'sholom ateret bala Gam b'simcha ubetola Toch emune am segula Boi chala Lecha dodi likra kala Penei Shabbat nekabela.
Hamakom Yenachem Etchem B'toch Sha'ar Aliyot Zion V'Yerushalayim. So now it's an opportunity for everybody. I'm trying to hold the microphone up as close as I possibly can and still not have it in my mouth. But it's an opportunity for everybody to say Good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom to everyone, to Kathy, who I just saw walking. Good Shabbos. Hi, Kathy. It's great to see you. Thank you for your service. I see that I think tonight is all local talent. So I don't see that we have any newcomers, but we greet and welcome everybody who has come to celebrate Shabbat with us from near and far. So let's turn to page 30 for Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat.
Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat Tov lehodot l'Adonai Uzamer l'shimcha elyon Uzamer l'shimcha elyon Lehagid baboker chasdecha Ve'emunatecha baleilot Alei asor v'alei novel Alei higayon v'chinor Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat Tov lehodot l'Adonai Uzamer l'shimcha elyon Uzamer l'shimcha elyon.
We turn to page 31 for Tzadika Tamar.
Tzadika Tamar yifrach ke'eres bavanon yizgeh shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beseva deshenim verananim yeyu lehagid ki asher Adonai turi velo avlata bo.
Page 32.
Mikolot mayim rabim adirim ishpereyam adir bamarom Adonai adir bamarom Adonai edotecha nemu ma'od Betchana Kodesh Adonai le'orech yamim Adonai le'orech yamim Mikolot mayim rabim Adirim mishpereyam Adir bamaram Adonai Adir bamaram Adonai.
We turn to page 33 for Kaddish Yatom. All those who are in a state of mourning or who are observing yartzites, please rise. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah bi'olma divra cherutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael ba'agala u'v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam olamei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha b'rechu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran bi'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May their respective memories, may their memories be for a blessing. Not forgotten to speak. I'm saving my place in the book so that the service should go seamlessly. So I have some not so great news. I went through the Torah portion for tomorrow. They didn't say anything about Noah. They didn't say anything about Nadab and Abihu. There was nothing in there about alcohol or alcoholics or alcoholism. So I thought that I would pick another topic, that I would venture out and try something just a little different. Before I begin, though, I really want to say good Shabbos and Shabbat Sholom to Rabbi Altshuler, and we all wish that he returns very soon. Anyway, all right, so if you have not had your fill of matzah, like if you still have a few boxes left over in the house because you're overbought for the Seders, and candidly, nobody really likes to eat matzah unless you're forced to do so. Oh, Elliot, a big gazint, Elliot. I have a case, and I will deliver it to your place. Well, have no fear, because Pesach Sheni is here. So during this week, we will celebrate Pesach Sheni, which is the second Passover. That's observed 30 days after the last Passover, or the first Passover, Passover Rishon. And it's an opportunity for us to eat matzah, preferably shmura matzah if you still have any of it. If not shmura matzah, any at all. And to make a bracha and to recall the Passover sacrifice. So this is a holiday. It's mentioned in the Torah. I mean, it was for people that could not participate in the Passover sacrifice on the 14th of Nisan in the evening because they were in a state of ritual impurity for a variety of reasons, none of which we'll go into today. So if you were in a state of ritual impurity then, you had 30 days to clean up your act. And so we're going to celebrate that on May 22nd, and it's on the 14th day of ER this year. So, and then that's rapidly followed by Lag Bomer, which I know is everybody's good time holiday. So there's an aspect, we're gonna count Sfiras HaOmer tonight. So there's an aspect of Sfiras HaOmer, it's a time for meditation and reflection, and our Siddur does a really good job in the counting of the Omer part, not in the booklet, this galley-proof booklet, it's not in there. But it really is, it's a very interesting time because some people observe it as a state of mourning. People don't get haircuts, people don't get married during this period of time, and it's like a state of semi-mourning, and that all lifts on the 33rd day because apparently there was a pause in the plague that was killing off Rabbi Akiva's students. And this plague paused, some midrashes that it paused, some people say it lifted. But it's become a holiday of great celebration. They shoot arrows, they have bonfires. And we will be having a wonderful Lag Bomer celebration. Not this Sunday, we have some other things going on this Sunday, but next Sunday, and the youth are going to do it. We have a vibrant youth group. We have sometimes 15, 16, 17 people. We have wonderful, wonderful parents that come and accompany their children, so it's really good. So having said that, I wanted to actually talk from Jocelyn and I last week went to visit family, primarily Uncle Walt in Orlando. So that would be Walt Disney, I know. So we went to go visit Uncle Walt, but any time that I get to go back to Orlando, it's like a capsule in time. I moved to Orlando, I was 10 years old. We schlepped from Long Island, and 4 Jews, everybody wore glasses, and I could just take the picture of us going down the plane all together. So I moved to Orlando, I was 10. Now, before we moved to Orlando, my father, there was no email, and so my father wrote letters to the shuls to see which one he wanted us to join. The first thing we did when we went to Orlando was we affiliated with the shul. So we were at Temple Israel. It was a mainstream conservative synagogue there at the time. And we got really very wrapped up and very involved in going to shul and shul stuff. And my parents, so I'm going back in time now. And so my mother, may she rest in peace, her name was Gloria, but everybody called her Aunt Gogo, And ever since I was a little child, I remember we had 3 rules. Didn't have anything to do with breaking a curfew. These were 3 overarching rules in our home that I heard about every single day since the time I was a pitzelakind. So I want to just share with you what those 3 things were. The first is called Derech Eretz. I heard this constantly. What is Derech Eretz? Derech means way or road, and Eretz means the land. It means literally the way of the land, an ethical and responsible way to live, the proper way to behave and speak. So in common speech, Derech Eretz means acting decorously and with respect, particularly towards parents, elders, and teachers. So if there was something that perhaps went on at the synagogue and somebody made a remark about it, my mother would say, Derech Eretz, you have to have Derech Eretz. And it was really one of the center stones of our life. So what was the next Aunt Gogo rule? The next Aunt Gogo rule or saying was Sholom Bayis. So Shalom Bayit in Sephardi Hebrew, Sholom Bayis in Yiddish or Ashkenazi Hebrew. And that means peace in the home. A shalom means peace, and bayit is a home. And according to the rabbis and Aunt Gloria, my mother, maintaining peace in one's home, shalom bayis, is an important ideal in Judaism. And so it was, if there was discord between, shockingly, me and my brother or one of the cousins, the first thing that the parents would say was shalom bayis. You have to have shalom bayis. And she explained to me that this was took on a larger and more important role than just in our little household on Ardsley Drive at Hanukkah Heights in Orlando. It extended to our shul family. It extended to our school family. And shalom bayis, having harmony, coupled with derech eretz, were the key cornerstones of how we were taught to behave when we were growing up. And the last is Lashon Hara. You can't do Lashon Hara. So in Hebrew, that's Lashon Hara, which means the evil tongue. And in, Eastern European speak, it's Lashon Hara. And that means that you can't repeat, even if it's true, you're not allowed to say something that could hurt somebody else. So one of the examples is when Miriam, and we're going to read this in Parshas Bahaloscha, which is probably like 4 weeks ahead, but Miriam spoke negatively about her brother Moses, and she criticized the fact that he married a Cushite woman. There's no real mention about what happened to Zipporah and what happened to the two sons, but she criticized him for marrying a Cushite woman, and she was afflicted with Sa'arat, and Moses prayed the shortest prayer in the Bible. The shortest prayer in the Bible is El Na Rafana La. Please, God, heal her. So, Lashon Hara means bad talk. This means it is forbidden to speak negatively about someone else, even if it's true. It's forbidden to repeat anything about another, even if it's not a negative thing. This is called rechilus or rechilut. It is forbidden to listen to Lashon Hara. Even if one has heard it, it's forbidden to believe it. So I think we get an idea about these three pillars: shalom bayis, derech eretz, and the prohibition on Lashon Hara. And these were great pillars to grow up with. And all I could say is, in my mother's mind, it didn't stop at just the family boundaries, that it really extended to all of our relationships. So I heard that maybe this Sunday there's supposed to be a meeting here at the shul, and I am very, very hopeful that everybody who goes to the meeting is going to follow Gloria's rules. Derech eretz, shalom bayis, and no Lashon Hara. Amen to everybody. Amen. All right. So, we find ourselves on page 45 for Baruch Hu, and everybody please rise.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Amen. You may be seated.
Baruch Adonai. Avir yom umevi laila, Avdil ben yom uvein laila, Adonai tzavaot. Shemo El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Li'olam Va'ed Baruch Atah Adonai Hama'ariv Aravim.
Page 47, Ahavat Olam.
Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Otanu limadeta Al Kain Adonai Eloheinu b'shokbeinu uvkumenu nasiach b'chukecha v'nismak b'divrei Toratecha uv'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed ki heim chayenu v'yorech yameinu uvahem nege yomam v'layla ve'ahavatecha al tasir mimenu le'olamim baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha uv'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi b'tavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lektecha v'terech uv'shokbecha v'kumecha uksartam liot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot beinenecha uchetaptam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha.
We continue silently either in the Hebrew or the English until the bottom of page 49.
Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Emet. We turn to page 51. Yichamocho.
Michamacha ba'elim Adonai Mikamocha neder ba'kodesh Norah tehilot Osef eleh Malchutecha ra'uvanecha Bokei hayom lifnei Moshe Zeli Anu v'amru Adonai imloch Adonai imloch le'olam va'ed V'ne'emar kifad Adonai et Yaakov, ugalo miad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
Amen. Page 53 for Hashkivenu. Let's read in English together before the Chazan chants in the Hebrew. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully and to awaken again to life, our sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us, shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us and over all the people Israel and over Jerusalem.
Ufros aleinu sukat shalamecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Haporei sukat shalom aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim.
Page 54, we rise. We're going to chant the Vishamru, and the Chazan will chant Chatzi Kaddish, and then we'll continue the Amida in silence from page 55 to page 61.
Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, Otili olam, Otili olam. Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai, et ha-shamayim v'et ha'aretz, v'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Vishamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Lasot et ha-Shabbat, lidorotam berit olam. Yit kadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra kirtei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yamechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, bagala, bagala, uv'izman kariv, v'yimeru amen, Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach, le'alam u'me'amaya, yitbarak v'yishtabak, v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar, v'yithaleh, v'yithalal, shemei dekudesha brichu, la'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma, v'yimeru amen.
We continue in silent prayer or meditation.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech Adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'einecha levarek et amcha Yisrael b'chol eit u'b'chol sha'ah b'shlomecha. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam.
We continue on page 62 with Vayechulu Hashamayim.
Vayechulu hashamayim v'haaretz v'chol tzevam. Vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi melachto asher asa. Vayishbot bayom hashvi mikol melachto asher asa. Vayevarech Elohim et yom hashvi vayikadesh oto. Kivo shavat mikol melachto. Kivo shavat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim. Asher bara Elohim lasot. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu. Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov. Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibur v'Hanara El Elyon. Konei Shamayim ba'aretz Magen Avot bidvaro. Mechaye metim b'mamaro. Ha'el HaKadosh she'en kamohu. Hameniach li'amo b'yom Shabbat kodsho. Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem. Kivam ratza lehaniach lahem. Lefanav navod b'yirav v'fachad. V'nodeh lishmo b'chol yom tamid. Me'on haberachot. El hahodot Adon Hashalom. Mekadesh Hashabbat Umarek Shavi Umeniach Bikdusha Le'amik Dushnei Oneg Zecher Lema'aseh Vereshit.
Page 63, Kadshenu, followed by Kaddish Shalem.
Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu Ritzei v'imnuchatenu Kadshenu b'mitzvotecha v'tein chalkenu b'toratecha, sabeinu mituvecha, v'samchenu b'shuatecha, v'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, v'taher libenu, liavdecha be'emet, v'hanchilenu, Adonai Eloheinu, bi'ahava uvratzon, Shabbat kadshecha, v'yanuchu v'Yisrael, v'kadeshei shemecha, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Yitkadal v'yikadash merabah, Be'alma divrei kirtei v'yamlik machlitei, b'chayechon v'yamechon v'chayedecho Beit Yisrael, b'agalav yisman kari v'imaru, Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach, le'olam u'me'amaya, yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalo shemei nekudesha, brichu la'ela min kol bechata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, damiran b'alma v'imaru. Amen. Tikabal talotahon uva utom nechol Yisrael, kodam avuhoni v'shmaya v'imaru. Yehei shlama rama min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imaru. Amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imaru. Amen.
We rise now for Kiddush, which is found on page 64. After Kiddush, we'll count Omer, Sfiras HaOmer, Sfirat HaOmer, and then we'll do Aleinu.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon inchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh bereshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'charta v'yotanu kedashta mikol hamim, v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon inchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat.
Out to Kelly and Nancy from the office because they always know when I'm doing Friday night services to have grape juice. Anyway, thank you. And now it's Sfiras HaOmer, or Sfirat HaOmer, and yesterday was the 24th day, and tomorrow will be the 26th day.
Okay. Usvartem lachem mimocharat haShabbat miyom haviachem et omer hatanufa shava Shabbatot mimot tiena ad mimocharat haShabbat hashvi'it tisperu chamishim yom. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Sfirat HaOmer. And Hayom Chamisha v'Esrim Yom Shehem Shalosha Shavuot v'Arba'a Yamim LaOmer. Today is the 25th day, 3 weeks and 4 days of the Omer.
Amen, amen. It should be a good Omer for everybody. Let's go to page 65 and we'll do Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach ladon hakol latei gedula liotzer breshit shelo asanu kegoye aratot velo samanu kemishpachot adama shelo samcha kenu kahem vigor aleinu kecho hamonam vanachnu korim Umishtachavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu noteh shamayim v'yosed haaretz umoshav yekaru b'shamayim mima'al ushchina tuzo begove meromim Hu Eloheinu Einod Emet Malkeinu Efesulato Kakatu Betarato Viadata Hayom Vashevota Elevavecha Ki Adonai Hu Elohim Bashamayim Mima'al V'al ha'aret mitachat einod Akina kavelech Adonai Eloheinu Kakatu b'tartach Adonai yamlach le'olam va'ed v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol ha'aretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad.
May be seated. Yurt sites are observed this week for Bernard Ansel, Herbert Landsman, Marilyn Safer, Rebecca Benjamin, Betty Benjamin, David Brodsky, Lyle Rockler, Sylvia Rubenstein, Louis Cohn, Rita Cohn, David Ostrow, Fred Ensline, Sheldon Gensler, Joseph Linker, Neil Molin, Philip Katz, Gerald Lon, Harold Mandel, Sylvia Grice, Ida Newman, Dottie Morrell, Stephen Patrice, Moishe Prokopets, Sylvia Golden, Irving Rudd, Gerald Robbins, Clara Strobel, Alice Sklar, and Merton Zatman. Those who are observing yard sites or those who are still in a state of mourning, please rise and join with me in saying Kaddish Yatom, Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, b'yoma divrach cherutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach leolam olomei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudisha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran bi'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May their memories be for a blessing. So I think apparently that we have some announcements from one of our most distinguished members of the synagogue and of the board and the officers. So we welcome Elliot Korn. This one. Oh, you got it.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone, and to our streamers. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Susan, for a lovely service. Let's see. Well, in case you hadn't heard, we have a big meeting on Sunday, just in case it bypassed you. So we do want to encourage all members to attend the congregational meeting in the social hall, of course, at 11, and there'll be an earlier brunch sponsored by Marcia in memory of her husband. That'll open at 10:15. There's a lot of program information. They don't want us to spend a lot of time reading it anymore, which is just as well for all of you. But it's in here, it's on the website, it's in all the emails, and there's a lot of good stuff still happening, even though we're not in the peak of season. I do want to talk a little about Sunday for these are streamers, but for the Zoom attendees. We've instituted a waiting room on Zoom so that when you link to go in, you will have to be admitted so that we can control that it's for members only. So we need to be sure that we have your name in Zoom when you come on so we can admit you by name. We don't have anybody on the membership list named iPad or iPhone, so we need real names. And we really need first and last names so we can check it off on the list. And if you have 2 members in your household, and each member is now entitled to vote in a 2-member household, then you need to be on 2 different devices, because Zoom will not permit one device to vote more than once. So I've been through this before, so there were instructions in today's email today about how to do that if you haven't done it on your phone before. And I don't need to go through that in detail, but it is in there. And, I think it can be done. And I just ask everyone's cooperation, and we want to get everybody in there so that everybody can vote. You can vote on everything except the bylaw amendments, one of which this Sunday will, in the future, permit voting on bylaw amendments on Zoom or whatever electronic method we have. So we're making improvements, but we do want to have everybody participate. Thank you.
Good Shabbos, everybody. Thank you very much, Elliot. And hopefully the things that we spoke about earlier today might carry over to the meeting on Sunday. Alavai Vata. All right, it's your choice to conclude.
So I'd like to call up Irving Mason to sing with me this evening our concluding song, Yigdal.
This book is on page 71.
Ready to go.
Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yishtabach nimsa v'yenei el metziuto echad v'yen yachid keyichudo ne'lam v'gam ein sof li'achduto ein lo demut haguf v'ein of guf Lo na'aroch elav kedushato קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא, ראשון ואין ראשית לראשיתו. הינו אדון עולם וכל נוצר, יורה גדולתו ומלכותו, שפע נבואתו נתנו אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו. לא קם בישראל כמו שעוד, נביא ומביט את תמונתו, תורת אמת נתן לעמואל, על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו. לא יכל לפועל ולא ימיר דתו, לעולמים לזולתו. צופה ויודע סתרנו, מביט לסוף דבר בקדמתו. גומר לאיש חסד כמפעלו, נותן לרשע רע כרשעתו. ישלח לקץ ימין משיחנו, לפתות מחכה קץ ישועתו. מתים יחייאל ברוך עשתו, ברוך עדי עד שם תהילתו. מתים יחייאל ברוך עשתו, ברוך עדי עד שם תהילתו.
Shabbat Shalom.